praying that he will, work swiftly to get this done. And we can't say more thank yous even to Honorable Sosu. He has been one member of parliament that has really been pushing for this abolition. We've been doing so much media engagement for the past 2 weeks. We've not been sleeping. So we are really grateful that this has finally come to pass.
Genevieve, we also have a bigger challenge of people taking justice into their own hands in the country. What steps is Amnesty International also taking, particularly with mob injustice? What steps are we taking to abolish that as well?
Yes, so as for mob injustice, it's mostly done on petty crimes, petty theft cases. So this is something that Amnesty has always been against. We are looking into it, and just that has more to do with public education and just helping people improve their trust for police and have faith that justice will be served. So once persons are educated and have faith in our systems, they'll rather carry persons to the prisons or to the police station than, administer mob justice. I know there was 2 weeks ago, there was a case of mob justice as well. So we are eagerly working on that too.
Beyond commuting persons on death row, their sentences to life imprisonment, what more can we do as a country to improve conditions in prisons?
Well, currently, those on death row, for example, have no access to recreational facilities. They are completely isolated. So I think this is a step in the right direction. Again, our prison system is not just for punitive measures. It's also for rehabilitation and reformation. So I'm praying that, we continue improving the prison's conditions. We are looking at decongestion. Already, some of the presidents, when they come, they are able to grant warrants for those who have maybe committed petty offenses. We're also looking at non-custodial sentencing, and we're also looking at those on remand. We all know that once you are on remand, you stay in prison, you are not able to hear your case in court, so you are in prison till then. We're also looking at those specific issues so that we can decongest the current prison situation.
Thank you so much for your time. And Genevieve Partington is Country Director of Amnesty Ghana.
To some more stories this evening, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Godfred Dame, has directed the police in the Central Region to investigate the assault case at Adisadel College. The Attorney General is demanding that a suspect be arraigned by Friday, the 28th of July. Judith Awatritando has more in this report.
Oh, it's an issue that has taken social media by storm. A viral video of a student of Adisadel College abusing another. The incident, which happened on June 30, 2023, shows the student placing significant pressure on the neck of the victim and subsequently hitting his head against a metal bunk bed. This has raised questions about the extent of bullying that continues to occur in schools, as well as whether or not crowding and the lack of discipline in schools play a significant role. Hours after the incident went viral, the Ghana Education Service, in a press release, indicated that the management of the service was deeply concerned and condemned the act, describing it as barbaric. Currently, a number of sanctions have been meted out to the culprit, housemaster, victim, and students who witnessed the incident without intervening. The culprit faces outright dismissal, while others face different forms of suspensions.
Reacting to the sanctions, Director of Child Rights International, Bright Appiah, suggests a review for both the culprit and the victim of the incident.
I find it very unfortunate. Even in an event where a child has committed offense, the law recognizes that certain right must be given to the child. So you just not throw the child into society to go and continue that kind of act, but you try to carry out rehabilitation programs to ascertain the reasons. Right. And when you come to the victim, a child has gone through such issue, and the only thing that the school can do is to let both of them go home. We expect that Ghana Education Service would reverse that decision, subject the children to what we call the investigation and then to obtain the social inquiry report, and it's on the basis of that we can determine what next the action will be.
Attorney General Godfred Yeboah Dame has since directed the suspects in the case be arraigned before court by Friday, July 28. This follows the transfer of students involved in the assault, along with some staff, to the Greater Accra Regional Directorate of the Ghana Education Service after the Central Regional Minister and Central Regional Police Commander stormed the school. Judith Awachitando, TV3 News.
Meanwhile, 3 pre-tertiary education unions, the National Association of Graduate Teachers, the Ghana National Association of Teachers, and the Coalition of Concerned Teachers have also been reacting to this incident.
It is up to us, all stakeholders, to identify the problem and then head-on find solutions to it. Teachers or school management should be empowered to the extent that they can stamp it out of our schools. You see, when the Ghana Education Service some time ago announced wide changes in how students are disciplined, significantly the taking out of the corporal punishment, without necessarily replacing it with any effective means of sanctions. We have now what we have in our schools because there seems to be a vacuum when it comes to ensuring that students are disciplined, okay? As we speak, because you cannot repeat students, I'm calling for empowering school management and authorities to put in place disciplinary measures to deter some of these errant misbehaviors. That's what I'm calling for. So that when the students and the parents and the beneficiaries of education know that school management do have the authority to sanction erring students, and the sanctions concomitant with the offense that they commit, then people will begin to see that no, this is a no-go area. This misbehavior, I cannot do it. So that an atmosphere of harmony, peace is created for teaching and learning to take place. I think that we should all realize that there is a serious problem of discipline in our schools. Not corporal punishment, but of course, the school authorities can withdraw you without touching your body. School authorities can suspend you without touching your body. School authorities can even go and ask you to do useful work without touching your body. School authorities can repeat you for non-performance. All these things should be made clear to teachers and to the students.
And for me, GES should see what they can do for that particular boy. I think that where we are now, we've all contributed to it, because whenever teachers take action against students, they always receive condemnation. That is why we are here. And I think last week, the GES came out with a draft. We have made some contributions into it, and we are hoping that sooner or later, the code for students will soon be published.
We will urge parents to also talk to their walls, that you go to school to go and learn. You don't go to school to go and beat somebody's word. You don't do that as a student, and they should put an end to it. But because these students' final years are involved, GES should expedite action on whichever investigations they are doing, so that whichever punishment will be meted out quickly. But whichever punishment that will be meted out should not prevent the boys or those involved from writing their final exams. Never.
Let's go to the courts now. The state prosecution pursuing the Chinese national standing trial for various illegal mining offenses have brought an end to their case against Aisha Huang after rigorous cross-examination. The Accra High Court is set to determine a date to deliver its judgment. Lord Edwasare reports.
After almost 8 months of standing trial on charges of illegal mining offenses, Chinese national Aisha Huang will soon know her fate after prosecution closed its case on Tuesday, July 25. Among other things, during her cross-examination, Director of Public Prosecutions, Yvonne Atakra Obobisa, told the court that Aisha Huang had married 3 men, 2 Ghanaians and another Chinese national. Aisha Huang had earlier told the court